Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to Radiant Moon Tarot. My name is Victoria, and we are having a look at money and career energies for March of 2025. This is for all Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. Hold on to your hats, everybody. We are in for Mr. Toad's wild ride as we go through March. There is a lot of volatile energy that's going on. Of course, we are in eclipse season. We've got two of them this month. We've got March 13th. A lunar eclipse with the full moon in Virgo. And then on the 29th, we've got a solar eclipse with a super new moon in the sign of Aries. Eclipses, of course, can bring about change, sudden unexpected events. They can bring about some fated events that we, maybe didn't even see coming. Shocks and surprises, all kinds of wonderful things can come in with eclipses. It is a good time to cleanse and purge. But with this particular eclipse season, it's happening right with some retrogrades. So it's like this extra kind of uncertainty or volatile energy. So one of the keys with March is going to be to pause, reflect, and take a step back before being impulsive or making any permanent changes or decisions. All right, so just do that for yourself, just to protect yourself a little bit and make sure, connect with your heart space, can make sure that whatever you're doing feels right in your heart. Okay, it's also a great time to actually follow your heart. Don't forget, we are in Pisces season for the first 20 days of the month before we have spring equinox and go into fiery Aries season. All right, we do have Venus retrograde in the sign of Aries. And that is on the 1st of the month. Okay, so Venus is, of course, our planet of love and beauty, new beginnings, bountiful harvests, and wonderful things that make us happy. But it is in Aries. So we've got this masculine and feminine, maybe a little bit of a back and forth kind of, we're not on the same page kind of energy. So this can bring about anger, impulsivity, strained relationships, so pause before taking action. Very important. It'll also help you to assess a situation more carefully, right, before you do something that maybe you might regret a little bit later on down the road. But it can help you make some big decisions. When we've got retrograde season, of course, this can bring about things from the past. This can bring up old fears and doubts, old belief systems about money. And it's a great time with the lunar eclipse to really heal that and cleanse and purge it, especially with it being in Virgo. Just be aware about being too hard on yourself with that Virgo energy. We also have Mercury going retrograde on the 14th, so right at that lunar eclipse. Okay, so, we all know what Mercury retrograde is. It happens the most often out of any of the planets. And so we can have technology snafus, we can have communication issues, but it's a great time to go within and really pay attention to your internal dialogue. And we do quite often have fears and blocks and issues and challenges that do center around money or our career path or our workplace. And so this is a good time to really work through some of those energies. But yes, we do have a lunar eclipse, a super new moon on the 29th of March in Aries. Big breakthroughs, bold changes. Some of you might have a little bit of luck. So let's get right into it. At the back of the deck showing up for you is the Fool card. So the Fool is an excellent energy. That could be a new beginning in your future. This could be something that's a little bit of a surprise, something that you maybe don't quite see coming. But the Fool is this underlying energy of taking the next step, dipping your toe in the water of uncertainty, taking a leap of faith, believing in yourself and doing something, whether you're stepping up or stepping out of a situation. The Fool can also represent adventure. So this can be where you may have like some surprise adventure or move that could come in here for you in the month of March. But the Fool card in the upright, it's something exciting, something that's interesting, something that may give you a little bit of butterflies in your stomach, but can ultimately be quite rewarding. Sometimes the hardest thing that we need to do is to take the first step, right? Once we take the first step, it's like a little snowball effect going down a hill and things pick up speed, right? But it's that first step that is sometimes our stumbling block there. So it's a great time for first steps. The energy coming in for you guys, we do have the Four of Cups. Now, the Four of Cups can certainly represent that you've maybe been feeling something is missing, something's not quite right, something's not floating your boat. This can represent an energy of just feeling a little bit apathetic or deflated about something here. It's like there's just something not quite, not quite where it should be. And so we're a little bit more contemplative in the Four of Cups. But sometimes what happens in that energy, if you've been waiting for something, okay, don't give up. Keep an open mind, because sometimes something can hit us out of left field, or we can, if we look at alternate possibilities or we look in our peripheral vision, the answer isn't always straight in front of our face, right? Sometimes we do kind of need to look a little bit left or right, or we do need to assess a situation and see what the potential of something may be. So be open to possibilities when we get that, because you just never know. You may have a wish coming true. We do have the Nine of Cups at the back of this deck. So wish coming true, feeling fulfilled and content. This can be an underlying influence, right? What makes me happy? Am I in the right job? Am I making enough money? Do I like where I live? Am I happy with my household finances that maybe I share with a partner? Is there something I'm missing? The Four of Cups, something that we're missing. So when we kind of, when we look at the potential and possibilities, this is usually where we find the answer. Talk about something if it is bothering you. The Queen of Swords here is a really positive indicator of the need to have an important conversation. And if everyone keeps their wits about you and tries to leave their emotions at the door, okay, we all know that emotionally heated conversations about money don't usually go well. So this is that reminder. The Queen of Swords is cool as a cucumber when talking about stuff. Okay, so we pick up our emotions and we put them over here for a minute, and then we have this nice crystal clear logical conversation. But the Queen of Swords can be a person that can maybe bring you some sort of interesting information or some news, someone that you can talk to, again, or someone that you share some resources with, and that you need to have a conversation with. All right, if you feel as though you're not being fulfilled, Four of Cups there could potentially be a possibility to talk with your boss or HR or whoever you have at work there and talk about your financial situation. Do you feel like promotions are passing you by? Do you feel like you're ready for a change? Maybe go into a different department, something that can maybe expand your horizons a little bit, right? An important conversation can lead to a really positive outcome for you. But we do need to keep our wits about us here as well. Okay, there could be something here where you do need to put up some boundaries. The Queen of Swords is really good at putting up boundaries. And this can be with, especially with a person that you share any money with. So if you've got a significant other, maybe some of you are thinking of moving in with somebody, so you got to talk about money, always awkward. Perhaps you want to protect some of your assets. Whatever it happens to be, maybe someone doesn't care as much about money as you do, or you might be the one that doesn't place that much importance on it, even though it is a necessary evil. So whatever it is, we've kind of got to get back on the same page, or we've got to get someone. The Four of Cups is like, yeah, whatever, I don't care, it's just money. It's that apathetic kind of attitude. And so, this is where we do need to put a little bit of importance, right? Because, of course, even though, money is energy, we need to spend it and circulate it to have it coming back to us. We all have the ability to attract infinite amounts of abundance towards us. But we do also need to, we live in the material world. And so sometimes we really do need to have those all important talks about our future. Saving for our future, putting money aside. What does our retirement plan look like? It's boring conversations, and maybe some of you would rather watch paint dry. But necessary conversations there as well. So, maybe that someone's really not interested so much in having that conversation, but the Queen of Swords says it's important and we've got to talk about it. The blessings coming your way, we do have the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups can be a wonderful, wonderful energy. This can be where something has piqued your curiosity. All the pages are very curious about things. They ask questions, they try new things, they have an open mind. And the Page of Cups is a very creative energy, a very intuitive energy here as well. So maybe your intuition is kind of pulling you in a certain direction. This can represent some really good news. It can represent a surprise. We get surprises sometimes with the Page of Cups. this is where we kind of use our imagination, and we're like, anything is possible right now. So this can be where you're seeing the potential, the possibilities of what lays ahead for you with your money or your career. This is sometimes new or improved energy with the pages. So you might have, maybe you've been working for the money, working for the man, working for the paycheck for the last God knows how many years, right? And now you're like, you know what? I want to do something that actually is interesting, something that is maybe a little more enjoyable, something that's not necessarily all about the money, and of course, something that we love to do. And the perfect kind of wrapped up package there. And you might be at a point in your life where you're feeling like you're ready to take that leap of faith, the fool, and do something a little bit different. The money will come eventually. Maybe it won't come right away, but it may come eventually, but that might not be your underlying motivation. Your motivation may be to be a little bit more fulfilled in your work. Now, the Page of Cups can be, sometimes here it can represent a pregnancy card. So, you may have some personal things going on in your life that are going to affect your money, and you do need to really talk about it, right? This is that important conversation. The Page of Cups can certainly be something that you've planned for, but it can come in as a little bit of a shock. Okay. And, but it's a blessing. All right. It's something good. It's something positive. It's something that puts a smile on your face. But yes, it could be potentially something that might cost you money. All right. You could also have some, really good creative projects that are on the go, and maybe something that you can make some money out of. So if you've got some sort of talent, Page of Cups, something that you maybe want to do in your spare time to bring yourself in some extra money, this might be the month where you look at those possibilities. We are in Pisces season until the 20th, which is really all about your dreams, your imagination. Pisces is a very spiritual energy as well, so listening to your intuition. Okay, and then we head into Aries season with the spring equinox. And Aries season, so first we dream about things in Pisces, and then we spring into action with Aries. So this super new moon coming in at the end of the month can be this kind of Kickstarter energy for you, where you're like, I'm going to do something, and I'm going to do it today, and let's just see where it goes. And if I'm successful, I'm successful. If I'm not, at least I try, right? So this can be really exciting energy there for you. And clarified with the star. Beautiful, beautiful things. Of course, we get miracles and blessings whenever the star card comes out. And this is in the blessings position for you in this month as well. So it's like a double dose of luck, a double dose of positive energy for you. The star, wish upon a star, wish big, dream big here in this energy, especially with that solar eclipse. Not everyone would necessarily set intentions at an eclipse, because it can be like a little bit wild card kind of energy. We never know what's going to kind of transpire sometimes, but the energy is indicating that this is a good month for you to either reflect upon where you want something new or something a little bit better, okay, or to take that action. I would say probably the first 2/3 of the month is a little bit more reflective. And then once those retrogrades go into Pisces, which they will towards the end of the month, then it's like, okay, now I can take action on my dreams. So first we're dreaming, we're reflecting, we're, kind of assessing a situation, and then we are seeing how we can move forward and take action. But the star brings balance and healing, shows that whatever it is you've got going on, you can infuse some fresh energy in there and you can fix something. You may have something coming to fruition this month for you as well. Remember, we've got the 9 of Cups over here, which we really do like. Okay, but the star card is inspirational. It's hope and inspiration. It does bring in success and abundance, balance and healing, but it's ultimately your big wish card, your wish upon a star. It is Aquarian energy, and this is related to your 11th house in astrology, which does have to do with your social connections, your social networking, your business networking, all of those things. Maybe you discover something by going out and meeting new people or connecting with people, especially online. But the 11th house is about your wishes. So wish big, dream big, and you just never know where things may take you. But ultimately, trust your intuition too, because there's some wisdom energy coming in here. I will say that the star card, Aquarian energy, is ruled by Uranus. Okay, and we do have an influence of Uranus this month. All right, it is direct, and we've already seen shocks and surprises. We've already seen shakeups and all that kind of stuff. And we can use that energy to our advantage, because Uranus can help us break free from the things that are holding us back, whether they're fears and doubts and worries, or whether it's just, a stagnant situation, right? We all of a sudden get the gumption to make some sort of change, or to let something go, or to take that leap of faith into something that we've been a little bit unsure about. And Uranus is always freeing us up from where we are today or where we've been stuck, and propelling us forward into our future. So you could have some huge breakthrough of some kind. Now, of course, the challenge is going to be to navigate this energy. We do have the Wheel of Fortune, and it's still a good card no matter what. It is in the upright, so that's a good thing. It's just that sometimes it is a little bit of a challenge to go through some of this energy, or to make change. The Wheel of Fortune does bring, an energy of destiny and fate. So there could be something going on for you this month that is written in the stars, okay, and that you may not have control over. It could be something that you've manifested in, and the wheels are already in motion. And so get ready to receive, or it could be a catalyst moment, perhaps, that causes you to get out of your comfort zone. The Wheel of Fortune is ruled by Jupiter, and is always encouraging you to get out of your comfort zone. We all know that nothing new, no growth, no excitement, no wonderful opportunities lay in your comfort zone. It's always just outside of it. Okay, so that can sometimes be a little bit of a challenge, right? I don't know what lies ahead. And the Fool card at the back of the deck shows, come on, follow me, just take that one step, take that little tiny leap. Even if it's something as seemingly simple as getting out of our comfort zone and talking about our money and our finances, or going into your boss's office and asking for that raise, that is very much getting you out of your comfort zone to create your own change. And will it work out the way that you hope? Maybe, maybe not, right? We take a chance when we've got the Wheel of Fortune, right? We gamble a little bit on something here. We take that little bit of a risk. But with a little bit of risk can come great rewards. And, I've been in that situation numerous times where I've had to go in my boss's office and, advocate for myself or for other people. And, the worst they can do is say no. But if they say no, then that's actually showing you which path that you have to take. And at least you've got the answer. But there could certainly be some good luck and good fortune headed your way. But sometimes, we do need to kind of really trust the ebb and flow of some of the energy that's going on. And that can be a little bit of a challenge sometimes. And again, we do have very wild energy in here in the month of March. So we just need to kind of stay grounded, okay? We've got the Hermit card here as also your challenge. So I feel here that the lunar eclipse is going to be a little bit more impactful for you guys, especially with the Hermit card coming out, which is Virgo energy. Now, this does bring about healing, okay? But eclipses, of course, can dredge things up from your subconscious, especially a lunar eclipse. The full moon, right, is something coming up that's been hidden or that you've been ignoring, okay? But the Hermit is here to show you that you can embrace some of this healing energy. Something may come up from the past, and we need to see, okay, so this thing from the past, whether it's a hurt, whether it's some wrongdoings, whether it's an old outdated belief system, right? Do you believe you can be successful and attract abundance and prosperity to you? If not, then maybe this is an opportunity for you to embrace a new mindset, right? With that energy. So the Hermit energy does bring about this sense of healing and letting go. But the Hermit can also be this energy of, I kind of like how these have landed side by side, because we do have the Star card. And in the Hermit's lantern is that star, is that wish. So part of the challenge for you this month is going to be to find the time to go within and pause and reflect. If you were to put a wish in that lantern that guides your way forward, what does it look like? What is that wish that you want to lead and guide you? Because you have the ability here to make that wish come true. Okay, but sometimes we do need to take a pause for the cause. We do need to take a step back a little bit, and we do need to be honest and very honest and very clear with ourselves, maybe even other people. This is where I want to go, right? This is where I want to, I see myself in the future. And it may or may not align with where you are right now, or if someone else comes into play, especially with your money and your personal life, right, as it often does. If they're not on the same page, then this can certainly be a breakthrough moment for you, and you might have some important decisions to make. The Hermit also, because it is Virgo energy, and Virgos do have a little bit of a perfectionist kind of attitude sometimes, and don't be so hard on yourself here, okay? No matter what you've got going on, no matter if you feel like you're where you want to be financially at this point in your life or in your career path or not, don't beat yourself up, okay? The Hermit wants to bring you pause and reflection and quiet and healing and a sense of direction, not this beating yourself up and a kind of attitude. So nothing is perfect, and there's sometimes a beauty in imperfection. All right, we sometimes need to remember that just a little bit, okay? And now a Virgo person could also be giving you the grills during the month here as well. And maybe you decide, Wheel of Fortune, that I'm done with this and it's time to make a change. This can be someone at work, something like that. And you're like, okay, onwards and upwards, we need to do this. But it's hard. It's a challenge. We've got, love it, we've got the 8 of Buttons coming in here for you. And this is your advice from Spirit. Okay, 8 of Buttons is the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, this is an energy of mastery. This is an energy of, being focused, being productive, being busy, paying attention to the details, creating the life that you want. But whenever we get the 8 of Buttons, it's like, I'm ready for a change. I've mastered my skills. I've mastered my craft. I've done everything that I can do in my current situation, and I'm ready to level up. I'm ready to take the next step. And so, maybe you feel as though you've done everything you can do in your job, or maybe even your career path in general. And now you're like, you've hit the glass ceiling. So something's got to change in order for you to make more money. Whether it's doing something completely different, changing departments, or changing career paths entirely, right? This can also show that some of your investments are ready for you to pay some close attention to. They're not growing anymore where they are right now. So do you need to make some moves with your money situation so that you can, again, have some better future for tomorrow? But you're ready for the next step. You're ready for something to blossom. But take a step back, the Hanged Man, step into the flow of the universe here. Okay, surrender. What do you need to release? What do you need to let go of? Something internal, something external. Okay, the Hanged Man says, I want you to turn yourself upside down, look at the big picture, keep things in perspective, put yourself in someone else's shoes, whatever it happens to be. But ultimately, I want you to be open and receptive. So you're stepping into the flow of the universe. You are taking a step back when we do get the Hanged Man. And again, part of that theme for your month, especially with these retrogrades and this crazy wild energy that we've got, okay, taking that step back to pause and reflect, to look at the possibilities, is what's going to bring you enlightenment. It's going to bring you the answers that you're looking for, and it's going to show you the path. Okay, so we do have to step back just a little bit because life gets busy and life can get loud. So take that step back and be patient ultimately there as well. Okay, we do have the 4 of Cups, which was your very first card. And sometimes we're like, man, I've waited for something for so long, or, I've been patient. It's when we start to get a little bit impatient. All right. And that's when, that's often when something kind of is about to happen, right? So be patient. Patience is the virtue. We've got the Chariot card coming out here for you. I love this. Most beautiful one, right? It's all lit up. Anyways, charge ahead with confidence and stay strong and focused. All right. Yes, believe in yourself. Be confident. Believe that you can overcome obstacles. You can get things back into alignment. Okay, but the Chariot does bring victory and success because of your actions, because of what you've done, because of what you have initiated or what you've followed through with. It's also a card of destiny. So there's a little bit of something here, especially since we've got the Wheel of Fortune, something here that's written in the stars. So either something is aligning and coming through for you, okay, wish fulfillment with the 9 of Cups, or something is going to happen that aligns you with your destiny, and it will require a little bit of change. But when we get the Chariot card, this is something that you can navigate, something that you can move forward with. And the Chariot card is a card of movement. Okay, so this can be moving jobs, moving houses, moving careers, making some sort of moves with your money, all of these things, and trust in your ability to make the right decisions for yourself, right? Because you will with this Chariot energy. So embrace it, okay? That's what I've got for you guys. Some very interesting and a little bit of exciting things here for you guys. So I hope there was something here for you. So please do like, share, and subscribe. I thank you so much for that. It does help my channel get seen. Any interaction with you on the videos. All right. You've probably heard that a million times. Anyways, but I hope you guys have a wonderful March. I thank you for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye.